Hey, this is Anney.
And Samantha.
And welcome to Stuff I Never Told You, a production of iHeartRadio.
And Happy New Year. I believe this is the first Monday Mini of 2026. Yeah, I got it right.
Got it.
I got it. I didn't even have to write that down, y'all. However, we are recording this in 2025. So, hello from the past.
Yeah.
Welcome to the present.
Always, I guess, technically. Hello
good luck for the future.
Yeah.
So, but even though it is a new year, I thought we would use this Monday Mini and look back at some of the happenings of 2025. And I decided I wanted to look at the listicles, which kind of have fallen out of favor. I don't see those as much, maybe because I don't get like BuzzFeed, which was the beginning of the listicles. But I thought we would look at some of those and tell us the biggest trends of 2025, which, by the way, was really hard because it is very specific. They don't just give you big trends anymore, which is irritating indeed. But with that, also see if Anney and I are trendy. We'll see this, if we are. A little bit more than you would think.
I don't think so. Maybe you.
It's coming back because it's cyclical. A lot of these things are cyclical. I'll say that. So I thought we would start off with beauty trends. And I'm going by like different resources. So I'll tell you what's coming from what. This one was for Vogue. Obviously, Vogue would have beauty trends. One of the things that they talked about are bobs and bixies, which, by the way, I'd never heard of bixies, but that means bob plus pixie. So shorter but shaggy. I'm assuming bob plus pixie would be shaggy.
Maybe. I do have if that's what it is, I can see it in my head. I've seen people wearing their hair like that.
So we just saw Holly, and I feel like she may have a bixie.
Oh, really?
Because but I could be wrong. I think hers is probably a little longer than that. But in my head, if it was shorter, it would be that. I will say, because this came from like the popularization was way back when, obviously 20s, even probably before then. But the 90s were raging with the bob, and I actually had one. I looked very news anchor-ish. But I thought about rocking one this year, and I didn't. But I used to do that every couple of years because I would grow my hair out and then chop it off. And I could not pull off a pixie. I don't think I could pull off a bixie either. But the bob was in. I know you've never done a bob, right?
I kind of had one right after COVID.
Oh, yeah. It was pretty short.
I went to get my haircut and I was going to donate it. And they were like, you're going to have to go real short to meet the minimum length to donate hair. So that was probably the closest I got. When I was in 5th grade, I tried to do, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but Courtney Cox's hair from Friends and Scream 2, and it was kind of a bob.
Yeah.
And it did not look good because my hair is thick. Yeah. And when it dries, it like floofs. It was like a bowl cut kind of situation. Not in the good way. Some people could pull that off. I cannot.
The 90s also loved a bowl cut, so you might have fit in more than you thought.
Oh, I don't know. It didn't look good.
It didn't look good. All right. I need pictures. Pictures or you're lying to me. The other trend, which I kind of want to come back to because we need to have a conversation about body image once again, I feel like, because there's a whole reversal. But facelift transparency. Now, we're not just talking about facelifts because I feel like that's a constant, especially when we look at the celebrity world, the famous people. But the transparency part is what they were saying was trending, like finally gotten to the point that people were being upfront about what they were happening because they don't want to pretend like it's just, oh, I did these things. I've seen a lot of TikTok influencers talking about their procedures and giving shout outs to people as well, because they're like, it's something that I do to make myself feel better. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like all of a sudden I started de-aging. So again, I do want to come back because I feel like the rise of the facelift and plastic surgery has gone up. There's some new technologies that have happened. And so people are really jumping back on board because we've seen some good examples of like, oh, wow, this is interesting because it's not what we typically see of facelifts. Like there is like one look typically when it comes to facelifts, and something has changed and caused like a little less robotic look. I don't know how else to describe it, but that's coming out. This is from Vogue. They write this. What stood out the most is that people have become more comfortable admitting when they have gotten work done. A controversial pick, sure, but whatever your stance on plastic surgery, there's no denying that this type of transparency is refreshing. And I think at least noting that this is not natural. It's not just because, and then giving people false hope of buying products A, B, and C will do these things for you. It is nice to see. I feel like we've kind of backtracked with the Ozempic usage because people are now not wanting to talk about that, and people who are already thin are using it to get even thinner. And we need to go back onto this conversation because I feel like we're going back to the 90s, 80s, unfortunate eating disorder level of skinny. Not that that's ever gone away, but like it actually being a trend. We need to have a conversation about that. But all that to say is this transparency is the new part of the plastic surgery. And then there's a thing called a blush renaissance. And I was like, there's several other things. At first, I thought this said British renaissance. And I was like, what? I don't get it. But they are talking about actually using blush. And this is what they write, again, in Vogue. Marie Antoinette blush, cherry blossom blush, watercolor blush. 2025 marked the year of flushed and rosy cheeks. On the surface, blush can add dimension and energy to your entire look without putting too much effort. But experts believe that this year we use blush as a marker of our identity. We had a makeup sponsor, Merit, that sent us a blush that I love. And I use it all the time because I feel like I look sick without it now. My niece had to teach me how to use it, by the way, because the way that you use it has changed over the years, which is a whole different conversation. But I was like, oh, and the application is so much easier than what it used to be.
Yeah.
And I love it. I will say, I did hop on board in this one, Anney. Did you use your blush? Because you got some.
Okay, currently not a sponsor.
No.
But they were. I did really enjoy their products. And actually, I'm glad because I couldn't remember the name.
Merit.
And I was like, I knew I have it somewhere and I really enjoyed it. And I just can't remember what it is. I don't wear makeup unless I'm going out somewhere. Right. And even then, I might not.
Yeah.
Depending on, because usually I shower before I go somewhere. And I don't want to shower again after I put on the makeup.
Don't you wash your face?
I do, but it's not enough.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't wear a lot. I told you I wasn't going to be trendy.
Well, okay. I do use this blush, and I do love the blush style. I think that's different. So this is from Airtech.com, HEURITECH. They had a boho chic in suede. I do not wear suede. I will tell you this. But what I have used, and they have talked about it, is like the larger like bags and skirts and outerwear. So like what you see is a little more flowy, and I am all for that. The more room in my pants, that's weird, but the better. Like I love a flowy. But I don't use suede. Suede is too heavy. When you live in Georgia, it feels like it's too much. Also, I am completely accident prone. Suede is not great for that.
No. Famously not great for that.
Right. Have you worn any suede as of late?
No. I can't recall the last time I wore suede.
I feel like mine was in the 90s when I had a suede jacket. That again got disgusting and nothing could clean it. Like you took it to the dryers and the color changed on it. Dry cleaners. And I was like, what just happened? Anyway, hot pants apparently is in. Anney, according to them as well. They have become the new mini skirt, they said, and it's styled with either bare legs or paired with stockings. I will tell you, no, I don't wear hot pants. I never have, never will. I feel like I would shame my ancestors because I would not look great in them.
I'm not even entirely sure what hot pants are, to be honest with you.
They're pretty much like Bloomer, but tighter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like very short shorts, hot pants.
What?
70s style, very 70s style. Like rollerbladers from those times with the short, tight pants, like shorts that just come right below the cheeks.
But they're called pants.
Yep, they're hot pants.
Very
confusing.
Believe.
I'm pretty sure. That's what the pictures that I saw. Kids are going to be like, what the hell's wrong with you? There's so many things. This is why we're not trendy. This is kind of for you. The elevated cute sportswear or athleisure wear has become a huge trend this year. So it says for spring, summer 25, a shift toward softer, more feminine coded sports like yoga, which feels very gendered and gross, Pilates, and ballet is being shown. Think about effortless, more cute elegance with a sporty edge. So essentially like wearing yoga pants instead of jeans as a part of your outfit, like wearing that. Which, by the way, again, very 90s, because we would wear tights or leggings like that. And with our boots, our Timberland boots, and the long socks, which is coming out, y'all. It's all here with like a sweater.
I do like the leggings with the sweater look. Yeah, that's it.
We were trendy back then. It's back in. But yeah, I know you go out and most of the times in like very convenient like yoga pants with pockets. And sweatshirts and stuff. And I have just embraced the love of sweatpants and tennis shoes while I go out. And I never used to wear. I would never.
Yeah. It used to be like
taboo.
Your life must be falling apart if you're in sweatpants in public.
And now it's kind of cute. And they want you to have the whole outfit, the hoodie and being cute with the good shoes. And like, I'm like, that's acceptable? Yeah, I'm in.
Yes.
I just have to make sure there's no dog hair. Forever. We've been preparing. We've been training for this. But yeah, that's apparently in. I appreciate that. Animal print, I've never been a fan. And that's an 80s look. Either. That's an 80s
never
look.
Liked it.
I can't do it.
I don't like it.
I don't think
it's just not my thing.
It's not my thing. And I think it's good on a lot of people. But we grew up with it being like older women. Older rich women, like 60s, 70s, wearing like, or love you, New Jersey, but that stereotype of New Jersey people wearing leopard skin pattern.
Yeah. I don't know. I just never liked it.
Well, we are not doing well in this trend, I will tell you.
No.
Then we have a couple of other things, and we're not talking about men, but one of the things I did want to talk about was that men in makeup have come to a rise. Like the amount of men who are now wearing makeup has gone up, as in fact, the purchase of foundations went up 19% this year for men to use that as well as other types of makeup. And it is actually being advertising geared toward men as well, which is lovely to see. Feel good about yourself. The use of lab-grown diamonds have increased. And it's interesting the way they speak about it because it looks like it's a marketing competition the entire time, not necessarily like environmental. So I'm not really sure the context of it. But the rise has come about as well as the fact that they are competing about what is the best quality. De Beers was all up in that. So I don't know. They are like, no, make sure they know we are the leading. Whoever. Again, sportswear has risen. Again, they said from the meetglimpse.com. This is from meetglimpse.com. Athleisure, the mix of sportswear into everyday fashion, is one of the top fashion and apparel trends. Its growth is owed to the decline of formality in American fashion and the desire to be seen as healthy. I don't feel like I've never noticed that as being healthy.
No.
But okay.
Comfortable. Sure.
Yoga pants, tights, sneakers, leggings, gym shorts, and so on. I feel like gym shorts have always been acceptable because men are not.
Oh, no, this just triggered a memory for me that I totally forgot about. So at the college I went to, predominantly male college, our newspaper printed like an opinion piece.
Oh.
And it was basically like, it's acceptable for men to wear gym shorts to class, but not women. And it caused this whole thing on campus. And like people were writing in and being so angry about like why so dudes can wear the gym shorts to class and we can't. What is this? I mean, I forgot about that.
It's a thing. It's always been a thing. One of the also other rises, obviously, is Korean beauty products. And I feel like that's been the trend for the last 2 or 3 years, and social media has a lot to do with this. But they write, the global cultural influence of K-pop and K-dramas have affected a range of industries, from introducing popular skincare trends like glass skin and to sparking Korean-inspired alcohol trends, so like soju, which has become big as well. So I'm like, it's true. A lot of like, at least Asian focused makeup has become more popularized over the last couple of years. This is from trendhunter.com. They have a lot of lists as well. They have like over 100 different things from their 2025 trend report. And these were the few like beauty trends or like clothing fashion trends. They say dad bod t-shirts are in. Again, I don't think that's never been out. T-shirts in general. Movie-inspired apparel. So we've had a lot of and with that, a lot of collabs are seen, whether it's through food, whether it's through makeup, whether it's through clothing items. One of the things they talked about is Wicked and Forever 21 having a collab with their stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. We see a lot of things happening with like K-pop Demon Hunter again and having apparel. We know that one of the biggest things with shoes and like basketball, like all of these collabs and individual people and celebrities are pretty huge and have always been. So I don't know, but that was a thing. Contemporary cowgirl clothing. And I have seen a large amount of boots, cowboy boots.
Just another thing I was never really a fan of.
I wasn't either.
They're not comfortable. I had a pair when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Even as a kid, I didn't think they looked good, but also they weren't comfortable.
Yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't look comfortable. I think you have to break them in like any other thing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Being from LJ, I did not want cowboy boots.
No.
I wanted if there was an opposite. I guess like Vans, and I still didn't wear those either.
Converse, that was big when I was a kid.
Do you know the Vans, like the big, thick shoes? That look like that was the opposite trend for us. And then there's the food trends. This is from eater.com. Matcha was big. I really don't like matcha. I was telling someone that yesterday, executive producer Maya, and she was like, really? I was like, no, I'm not a fan. Did you? I guess you don't drink a lot of caffeine anymore, so you probably don't.
I don't, but I did like I liked at certain Japanese restaurants, they have the matcha ice cream at the end. I liked that as a kid.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of experience with matcha outside of that. I've had it, but that's like the first thing that pops to my mind.
The ice cream, that makes sense. There's a rise of steakhouses. And it's true, because I actually went to one recently, and there's like several around here in Atlanta that have popped open. And I was like, oh, yeah, because it used to be such a foreign idea. Like we went to one of the oldest ones in New York a couple of years ago, last year. And it was wonderful, but the experience threw us back to the 80s or 70s.
Yeah. A lot of times they do. I feel like it's either you're going back in time or you're like, it's so new agey.
Right.
Like, yeah.
It's so ridiculous, but they're trying to make it old school at the same time that it feels odd. It was good. The Atlanta one was really good, I will say. And then Vogue wrote about proteins being one of the biggest trends of the year. And it's true. I got caught up in that too. I still am caught up in it because I'm like, I don't know if I'm getting enough proteins. And then I'm like, maybe I'm getting too many. I don't know. This is what they wrote. Algorithms were filled with protein hacks. Then we saw the launch of protein popcorn and protein liquid drinks all over our grocery store aisles. Everyone was obsessed with this nutrient, and they still are. I think it has a little to do with like Atkins, maybe.
The Atkins diet for listeners who might not, younger folks who might not know.
It still exists. They still have products out there.
No, it still exists.
I, in fact, tried to get you to do some more protein as I put it in your coffee.
You did, but I was not eating too much. So
also, this was about nutrients more so than the protein part.
Yeah. But this is another one where I'm like, did this ever go away? I feel like
maybe not. But like I think we're thinking adding more things into more protein. Instead of just being like, you need more proteins, they're actually making products that's just like, oh, it has proteins. Oh, this has proteins. Milk, this is proteins.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah. Trend Hunter says that we have romantic champagne cocktails have made a comeback.
Okay.
Which I don't feel like they've gone away either, but apparently, maybe. Again, this also has a lot of celebrity collabs. We see a lot of groups like selling specific types of food, ramen, K-pop. Like we've seen that as a whole thing. If nothing else, Koreans got the whole celebrity collab on lock with every damn thing, including coffee, including ramen, including your dumplings. they love some celebrity collabs and sponsorships. Apparently, there's a rise, and I do see this with the toys in meals, and to the point that they were like being nostalgic enough to gear it towards adults, like giving adult version toys and like McDonald's toys and trends, and people trying to collect those, and now them being like selling out in such masses. Did you see that? I know you didn't participate, but have you seen this?
I feel that I did see, as someone who unfortunately still has to watch ads on YouTube, I feel that I did see like an adult Happy Meal
There's
with
at
McDonald's.
least 1 or 2 a year.
Yeah, which they've done before, but it was an ad about like, here are your adult Happy Meal options and here are the toy options. And I was kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's back in. Meatglimpse.com, which we are going to be using several of their stuff because they have great categorized trends for you to see statistically. But they put liquid meals as being one of the biggest trends of 2025. And that actually, it's always been a thing a little bit, but it's become even bigger. So they wrote, today's other category leader, Soylent, first sold itself as the non-food of choice for too busy to eat Silicon Valley workers, but it's now facing a rising tide of competition. Huel, a person who contributed, says its customers include doctors, students, and shift workers, on top of fitness buffs and efficiency-obsessed tech executives. The focus is on offering nutritionally complete meals rather than low-calorie products, a message that mirrors the broader cultural shift toward health and wellness over weight loss. So it's not just about weight loss, it's just about getting what you can very quickly and out of there. And I think that rise has come up because we can see it in smoothies, we can see it in like even liquid IV and like restoration care, all of this stuff. And that's interesting. They also talk about food delivery apps, but not necessarily about the usage, but about like decision making. So this is what they wrote. The rise of food delivery apps has led to unprecedented analysis paralysis, with consumers taking to TikTok and Reddit for advice. Posts titled, "What should I eat?" rack up millions of views. Some apps like Tiny Decisions and Food Picker, featured in February 2023, are designed to help users break the deadlock for the sake of deciding, producing answers that are either truly random or close to it. The Which One app has emerged as a blend of decision-making meets social media. Users can post polls for questions like, what book should I read next? Or what picture should I post on Instagram? Providing a dual opportunity both for posters to make decisions and scrollers to feel their voice is heard. If your favorite creator or artist pops a question, it even presents a unique chance to be on their inside of their creative process. So analysis paralysis has gone up and has become a trend in 2025, to the point that there are apps made to help you decide what to eat.
Didn't this used to be called decision fatigue? Or we just...
You tell me, because I don't know the trends, obviously.
Decision fatigue is like... The common example would be if you were at a sandwich place and it had so many options that you eventually were just like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I can't make another decision.
Yeah. I will say when I go on vacation and if it's like something it's supposed to be special for me, I'm like, I don't want to make decisions. Please just do it for me. That's all I'm asking. And like some of the biggest arguments, not arguments, but like frustrations, this is going back and forth. What do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat? Well, do you have, what do you like? So maybe it is. But at this point, the
analysis paralysis. Okay.
Analysis paralysis is a thing. Another food trend, alternative milks or dairy products, rather. Pistachio milk has gone up by 91%. I don't even know if I've seen this.
Nope.
But I
Not me.
I have tried, there are brands that are solely alternatives and have no like milk or dairy options. So I've accidentally bought alternatives without meaning to.
It would not surprise you how much of a war in the dairy industry this is.
I'm sure.
Savor has done several episodes on it, but like calling something milk and what it means. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
what a fight.
But you know what? The trend is only rising because they're adding more options.
More
options. But it's more expensive than milk.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And then other trends that I saw was usage of AI. And this is from meetingglimpse.com. But we're not specifically talking about AI because we know it is a trend. People are using it. It is on the rise. People are being forced to use it whether or not you want to. Just being on internet means you're probably on AI. But one of the increases of the usages of AI is for companionship. So this is again from meetglimpse.com, and they write, recently, a number of companies have experimented with giving robotic pets to nursing home residents. Remarkably, one business called Pero got the FDA to classify their companion robots as a medical device. This significant milestone allows the product to be eligible for insurance coverage, and shifting the spend from the consumer to the insurance company means a whole lot more revenue potential and less price sensitivity. So they're using this purposely in order to see if they can help the loneliness epidemic, not just male, but in general, maybe in a medical way. I've gotten ads that aren't ads, that are the robots, the way you can communicate, like if your sibling or your parents live across the country, these little robots can pretend to be with you, and you're just watching them roam about and freely go around and talk to you through this. And I know that's not AI and robotics, but like it's kind of that level.
I haven't seen that, but I've seen an ad for it's a puppy.
Yes.
It's a robotic puppy. And the ad starts out with like, even my veterinarian friend didn't know this wasn't a real puppy.
And I'm like, that's a lie.
Yeah.
That
doesn't seem right.
That's a lie. So the usage of AI Companion, which is one of the companies, has gone up to 106% in its actual usage. So that's a huge number. It could have been from 0 to that, but
yeah, that's true.
And then of course, again, bots. This is from Forbes.com, and when I mean by bots, I mean bots that like infiltrate social media. They write this: in 2025, bots are expected to account for over 50% of internet traffic, which we've noted, posing significant risk in areas like elections and the spread of conspiracy theories. Key countermeasures to tackle the bot problem will include using AI and machine learning to detect and counter increasingly sophisticated human-like bots. Of course, all of this conversation has to do with like, what are the AIs bringing in the bots?
Yeah.
Are the AI the bots? Or are the bots the AI? So that was coming from a Forbes, because this one was a more serious trend, global trend, that I was like, we're not getting into this. We're not getting into this. This is too much.
It is on our short list for episodes of the new year, though. Yeah, I know it's going to be sad.
But going back to music trends, so this one is from newsroom.spotify.com. Two of the, I believe, workers or people that work in Spotify were having an interview about some of the trends they saw this year. K-pop, he made a huge rise. Growth of Afrobeat made a huge rise. I am one of those people who was listening to Afrobeat, so yeah. They did actually say that they felt like social media, things like TikTok, have really opened up for people to see a broader selection of music worldwide. And so they think that this type of reach has gotten big because of things, again, like the trends and the music's being used or the sounds being used on different social media. So I found that fascinating, kind of exciting. Also, I thought I would do a small thing about hobbies. Like tabletop gaming is on the rise. Just for you to know, Anney. Have you played a lot of tabletop games recently this year?
No, but I have so many I want to play.
All right.
Some of it is like you got to hang out with people. Although I do have some, thanks to some listeners have written in, here are some you can play by yourself.
Oh.
Like the Final Girl games.
Ooh.
You can play by yourself. So I got that Last of Us game. I got to look at that one. I mean, the Last of Us board game, I bet it's hard. I bet it's really difficult.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. So some of the hobbies that teenagers, and this is from modacmakers.com, that were for 2025, word searches, which that makes me so happy. As a kid who also loved word search, and I still love them today, that I'm like, kids love word search? Teenagers, specifically teenagers, just so you know.
Okay.
They also said soaking corks was a thing.
Okay.
I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing for like
I wouldn't.
Children.
Yeah. Like I knew it existed, but I've never.
I don't even know if I knew it existed, to be fair. Some of the trends for adults, and one of the, what do you think was one of the number one hobbies for adults this year?
Coloring?
No, when I say
gardening,
you're gonna give me this pickleball.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I had never heard of pickleball, and then suddenly
all of a
I was
sudden,
like, "Whoa."
everywhere. Apparently, in 2025, the business, one of the businesses that were for pickleball, is worth over $3 million. It went from like being a Shark Tank to a $3 million company in a year because of the popularity of pickleball. Apparently, seniors really like pickleball.
Yeah. So I hear.
Apparently, who knew? I didn't know that. But it makes sense. F1 fandom has gone up.
Yeah.
That's gone
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
It has.
Oh, you know this?
I'm seeing this in a lot of fan fiction. People are writing F1.
Really?
Like Star Wars fan fiction.
I did not know that.
That makes sense now that you say it, because there's been like 3 or 4 that I've seen recently. I'm like, why are we doing F1 so much?
Okay.
Huh.
All right. Who knew? I did not know this. Now, I knew pickleball was getting like a lot of love. I didn't realize that was going to be as loved as it is. It's such a rich sport.
I don't know much about it other than it feels like a kind of a rich, older, probably white person.
A lot of people like Lamborghini type of like Ferrari people that we only think of as rich.
I'm happy for hobbies are good.
Sure. Just be careful. Then we have a list from hobbyco.com, and they said that the most popular hobby in 2025 were model kits. People bringing back the model kits because creativity and patience apparently was a love. Puzzles and brain teasers. I knew it was going to be there. That was number 3 for them. Board games and tabletops were number 4. And then the number 5 was collectibles and pop culture, including things like Star Wars figurines, as well as Pokemon cards type of thing.
Huh.
How many of those were you a part of?
I feel like you're accusing me of something. What were you doing all year?
What were you doing this year? But there were some of the trends of 2025. I think we'll try to do this again next year. Remind me, Anney, because I'm going to forget. Or we will look and see if any of these have changed for us, or if we pick up any. I don't think pickleball will be a thing for me.
No, I don't.
Neither
so.
suede.
I could animal print.
No,
unless something very wild happens in my life. No. I don't think so.
I might go back to the bob. That might happen this year.
Bob, okay.
It might happen this year. Well, everyone, happy 2026 as we are here. Let us know what you thought of some of these trends. Did you think there was something that was glaringly omitted?
Yes.
Not sad stuff. Don't tell us sad stuff. They're just interesting stuff.
Did you ever have an unfortunate bob?
No, my bobs were always been very cute. Like whoever would cut my hair did a really great job on the bob.
Well, I was asking the listeners, but I appreciate
I thought you were asking me. Yes, let us know about your bob. Did you have a bowl cut?
Did you?
Did you have a pixie that went wrong? Or right?
I like how we were like, don't tell us any sad stuff, but give us your hair horror stories.
But they're not sad. I mean, like world sad.
If you can look back and laugh. I can look back and laugh at.
Right.
Yeah. It wasn't funny at the time, though.
You didn't love it at the time.
No, it looked very terrible. Oh, I'll try to find a picture. I'll send it to you if it's no good. Let us know about what trends you saw and what we might have missed. And we always love hearing about your hobbies. You can email us at hello@stuffI'veNeverToldYou.com. You can find us on Blue Sky at Mom Stuff Podcast, or on Instagram and TikTok at Stuff I've Never Told You. We're also on YouTube. We have some merchandise at Cotton Bureau, and we have a book you can get wherever you get your books. Thanks as always to our super producer Christina, our executive producer Maya, and our contributor Joey.
Thank you.
And thanks to you for listening. Stuff I Never Told You is a production by iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, you can check out the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.